Let's now speak to one of the organizers of the Bring Back Our Girls on what they feel has been done, should be done for the return of the abducted girls. Bukishoni Barre is in our Abuja studios. Many thanks for joining us. What are the hopes of the group? With the government saying it hasn't forgotten, it's the security agencies saying they're still working. What are the hopes for your group?
While that statement that the security forces are still working to ensure that our girls are brought back, it is sad that we're having to hear that on the commemoration of 5 years since the abduction of our girls. And this is because prior to this time, we've not actually gotten such kind of hope or renewed hope from the federal government until there is an event, until there is another milestone event or an happenstance. We don't hear such. So as consoling as it is good to hear, but then we don't want to wait till moments like this before we have to hear such positive news. And that is based on the backdrop of the fact that prior to this time, the parents of the Chibok girls, parents of Leah Sharibu, and even so many other people that have been abducted, their families, their relatives, they have not been getting information from the federal government. And that is one thing that has been lacking. Yes, we have 107 girls that have been brought back, but we're still waiting for 112 girls. We're still waiting for Leah Sharibu. We're still waiting for Alice Ngada of UNICEF. So it is not just the statement, it is the action that backs the statement. Can we, for instance, begin to hear from the federal government in terms of effort, a kind of systematic communication mechanism that is put in place to ensure that the federal government is updating the parents, is updating their families as to exactly what is going on, not in situations like this when milestone events or when we're having to sadly commemorate another milestone date. Quickly,
the question has also been asked, security of children in school in Nigeria. What's your response to that? Do you think it has increased? And finally, what more do you think security operatives should be doing so we do not have to commemorate something as sad as this?
The sheer fact that the abduction of the Dapchi girls happened is a pointer to the fact that we did not learn from the Chibok girls saga. After the Dapchi girls' abduction, what exactly can we say have been put in place to ensure that schools are safe, to ensure that schools are secured? Nigeria has signed the Safe School Declaration. I know, and I'm part of the team that is also working towards putting it into action and implementing it. But this needs to be fastened. This needs to be hastened. So in terms of exactly what to do, is to put action to the Safe School Declaration, such that can we have a protocol? Can we have a minimum standard of how schools should be safe? Can there be some certain level of perimeter fencing? Can there be a muster point in each school? Can there be certain security equipment? Can there be uniformed men within the schools to ensure that children are safe, the schools are safe? Can there be uniformed men far away from the school, but at least ensuring that the school is also safe? So beyond that also is for us to do an assessment of all of the schools. The Chibok girls' abduction is an unprecedented action. We've never had such kind of abduction in that large scale before now.
All right, Bukishoni Barre, they're a member of the BBOG, joining us from Abuja studios on that all-important issue. But that's how we wrap it up on the show today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. I'll see you soon.